second thing goes over 9 minutes, let me know. Okay, parallel lines have slopes that are the same. So, slope of line A. To find the slope of line A, I'm going to use a different color here. I need to make a slope triangle from dot to dot. So I'm going to count squares going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rise of 6. Run 1, 2, 3, 4. This reduces 3 over 2. Okay, the slope of line B. Rise of 1, 2, 3. Run of 2. 3 over 2. These two lines have the same slope. Slope is the same. We didn't talk about a y-intercept yet because, well, line B, the y-intercept is down here. Line A, the y-intercept is up here. Do not have the same y-intercept. What is the slope of a line parallel to y equals 2x minus 1? Well, for lines to be parallel, the slope must be the same. The slope must be 2. M equals 2. Okay, perpendicular lines have slopes that are opposite, reciprocal. Kind of wrote off of it. Opposite, reciprocal. What is the opposite of 1? Negative 1. So opposite means you change the sign. If you have a positive number, opposite means make it a negative. If you have a negative number, opposite means make it positive. Okay, side note, right up here, reciprocal. Sorry, right up here, reciprocal. We're going to go over what that means. Let's say I have a fraction, and that fraction is 3 over 2. The reciprocal of 3 over 2 is 2 over 3. You flip the numbers. Another example, if my fraction is a over b, the reciprocal would be b over a. So let's find the slope of line A. Line A, I'm going to rise and run this amount. So rise 1, 2, 3, 4. Run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This was a positive direction, up and right. Now we're going to find the slope of line B. So starting here, down, all the way here, make my slope triangle. So I'm going to count how much I go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down 5, so that's negative. Okay, over 1, 2, 3, 4. So the key part here, the slopes of these lines are opposite reciprocals. The sign changes and you flip the fraction. This is only talking about slope. So example, what is the slope of a line perpendicular to this? Perpendicular lines have opposite reciprocal slopes. So my slope, I have to flip the fraction and I change the sign. So instead of negative, it is now positive. Okay, turn to the inside of the left-hand side over here.
Wait, what was the
Say what? M was 3 over 1. So I turn this over. It says find the equation of a line that is parallel to this one and passes through this point. Okay, what is this point giving me? The y-intercept, because x is 0. So I know this is the y-intercept. For a line to be parallel, it must have same slope. So y equals 1/2 x. And now my y-intercept is 2. Positive 2. Okay. Down here. Are the lines parallel or perpendicular? Or neither? So what is the slope of the first line? 1. Slope of the second line? -1. Do they have opposite reciprocal slopes? This one's kind of tricky because it's 1 over 1. Well, technically, if you flip 1 over 1, it's still 1 over 1. And the sign changes. So yes, these are perpendicular. They do have different y-intercepts. That is kind of important. So these are perpendicular. What happens if the y-intercepts are the same and the slopes are the same? What? They overlap one another. They'd be the same line. If it's the same exact equation, it's the same line. Okay, are the lines parallel or perpendicular or neither? Okay, so I know that I can see that the slopes flip, correct?
Yes.
So it goes from 2 over 3 to 3 over 2. So I'm going to write that in. M equals 2 over 3. M equals -3 over 2. And they're opposites. The y-intercepts are different. That makes these perpendicular. Okay, now the right side. Find the equation of a line that is perpendicular to this one and passes through the point 6, 1. Okay, I'm not given a y-intercept anywhere in here. So I want to use point slope form. Yeah, y is 1, but I need where x is 0 to get the y-intercept. So I'm going to use a point slope form. What does the slope have to be for this to be perpendicular? Opposite, yep. Opposite reciprocal, so instead of 3 over 1, I'm going to get -1 over 3. If you forgot point slope form, it's y minus y1 equals m, x minus x1. I have a point and I have a slope. So I plug all of that in. Y minus 1 equals -1/3 x minus 6. That's what we get. This is the equation of a line that is perpendicular to that one. What's that? Thank you. Okay, are they parallel or perpendicular or neither? Okay, so they did flip. M is 1/4. M is 4 over 1. They did flip, but they did not change the sign. So they're not parallel, and they're not perpendicular. That'd be neither. Okay, are these parallel or perpendicular? Same slope, so they are parallel.